The drop punt is a skill used in AFL to pass the ball to a teammate or to score a goal. It is used over a variety of distances to hit both moving and stationary targets. The end-over-end spin of the ball from the drop punt makes it easy to catch and transition into the next skill. The following 5-week program has been designed to take the learner from the novice stage and increase their efficiency in the skill. First, we will focus on ball grip. Correct grip during ball drop is extremely important, as the small mistakes in ball grip can lead to major inaccuracies. 2 middle fingers should run down the seam of the ball, with thumbs gripping just above the lacing. This grip allows for the greatest stability and grip strength, allowing for optimal accuracy. The drills used during week 1 to improve ball grip and ball drop are around the world, where the player passes the ball around their body. Arm flexion and extension. And wrist tilts. In this drill, we have put all the movements together in order to master the ball drop. The last important cue for this week is to raise your opposing hand like a stop sign. This movement allows for balance and stability through the torso in order for the ball drop to be in line with the hip and the thigh of the kicking leg. The leg swing and connection determine the velocity, power, trajectory and accuracy of the kick. Once the ball drop has been mastered, the mechanics of the leg swing is the next important aspect of the drop punt. The torso should remain still whilst the knee is flexed back to approximately 90 degrees, then extends through whilst the hips move slightly forward. A simple way to practice this technique is dropping the ball and kicking it back up to yourself. To kick the perfect drop punt, ball contact is crucial. With toes pointed to the target, the ball should be met on the bottom third of the ball with the laces of the shoe. This technique results in optimal accuracy and power, along with the end-over-end motion of the ball makes for a perfect drop punt. When first practicing the drop punt on the run, do the movement without the ball. This will allow it to feel more natural and fluent when the ball is added. The drop punt can be classified as a one-dimensional, closed and discrete skill, as it has a distinct beginning and end to the body movement. It can be classified as a gross voluntary motor skill, as it requires the performer to use large muscle groups to produce the kicking action. The skill is highly organised, and because of this, we like to teach the skill in its entirety. Simple kick-to-kick drills allows for this, whilst also works on accuracy, as the individual has a target to hit. To increase difficulty, increase the distance of the kick and then introduce a moving target or man on the lead. One of the most important uses of the drop punt is to kick goals. During week 4, when the individual begins the transition from the acquisition phase to the autonomous stage, it is important to include slightly random practice whilst allowing for inter-trial variability. This can be seen by increasing the distance of the shot on goal and changing the angle of the shot on goal.
Now McMillan's sitting out the back here if it flicks over there to North Melbourne.
Everyone knew where that one was going. To Gary Ablett, who lifts it a notch and has a drag, as only Gary Ablett can do.
Right now, he started that ball on the near point post. That is a brave kick. It is a brilliant kick. And for pure skill and the situation as it unfolded in front of him, that is close to the best goal I've seen this.
When the individual is in the autonomous stage, it is important for them to experience high contextual interference, completely random practice, and game-like situations. Inter-trial variability should be high, include different drills such as defenders and teammates to deal with and receive passes from before executing the skill. This program was created in order to take a novice individual and increase their ability and technique in the drop punt. The individual will experience different stages of learning and different types of practice throughout the program. During week 1, the individual will experience block practice. This is more effective for individuals in the novice and cognitive stage. Very low contextual interference will take place and high errors are expected. Simple drills and augmented feedback is given. During weeks 2, 3 and 4, the individual will experience the skill acquisition phase. Contextual interference will be increased and practice will become more random as skill level increases. During week 5, the last week of the program, the individual should be in the autonomous phase. This is where contextual interference becomes high and practice becomes completely random. Game simulation drills allow for inter-trial variability and choice reaction times. All of these variables allow for the greatest increase in technique and ability to perform the drop punt. In order to measure the subject's performance of the drop punt, both qualitative and quantitative methods were used. It's important to set up qualitative tests so that you can provide knowledge of performance feedback so that the person learning the skill can improve their technique. For the qualitative test, we identified 8 key elements of the skill which would receive a pass or fail and a total score out of 3, 1 being poor, 2 being average, and 3 being good. These scores would be calculated giving an overall score out of 24. These elements were ball grip, approach, body position, backswing, transition, ball drop, follow through and overall balance. The quantitative method used was a goal kicking test, where the participant would have 10 shots. If a goal was kicked, 6 points would be awarded, whereas 1 point would be awarded if a behind was kicked. A pre-test is undertaken before the 5-week program is commenced. At the commencement of the program, an identical post-test will be completed by the participant. A retention test will be completed a week after the post-test when no practice is being performed. A retention test is used to determine whether the participant has actually learnt the skill or if the performance was only due to temporal effects. A transfer test will be used after a retention test and will consist of match simulation testing. This is used to assess the participant's ability to adapt the skill they have been practicing to a new situation.
What a story!